Nayiri Nahabedian is a member of the Glendale Unified School District Board of Education in California. She was first elected to the board in 2007. Over the years, she has been active member of the California School Board Association and the League of Women Voters. Nahabedian is the first GUSD board member to hold public office hours. She's a proud member of the Glendale Democratic Club and was an elected delegate to the California State Democratic Party Committee 43rd Assembly District. Nayiri Nahabedian is a forceful advocate for every student's opportunity to learn and succeed. Our children are our future. How can we ensure a brighter future for generations to come?
Well, I would say that it's multiple things, right? There's no one silver bullet that is going to make it so. So there are multiple things that need to happen at the same time, and we've talked about some of them. Having a strong public education really is the piece that creates more equity, that creates more opportunity, that really at least is supposed to even out the playing field, right? At least it's supposed to. So the public education piece is very important. We are acknowledging and noting more and more the importance of social emotional well-being. And today actually we're sitting in the wellness center of Toll Middle School, where this little room here is created for social emotional well-being, where we have group meetings and group facilitation and group counseling that takes place here. We have social workers, counselors, therapists meet with kids one-on-one. So we are finally noticing what some of us have known for a while, which is you need to deal with some of the basic things, the struggles that kids have, and have them really be prepared when they're in the classroom to be open to the learning piece.
I didn't even see you have the proper artwork.
Yes, so and students have taken the time to decorate this space themselves. And in addition to that, there is one intervention, one policy piece that we've been working on that has demonstrated quite a bit of positive outcomes for kids, and that's called Children's Savings Account. The idea that if kids from birth, during that first year from birth, there's a universally available accounts for every child that's born, it seems to make a big difference for kids. There's been studies done in Oklahoma particularly where kids who have a small savings account versus kids who don't, there was an experimental study that still is going on now. They've noticed that kids with a savings account, their parents are less depressed. Their parents are more engaged with the kids. Their parents' expectations of kids, of their future, is raised. Kids' social emotional well-being is better. And all of these things contribute to kids doing better academically, which is really what we want. So this savings account is something that in California, right now, Assemblymember Adrien Nazarian is working through. I've been advising him on it, and he's been advocating for it with Assembly Bill 34, Assembly Bill 15, and he continues to advocate for it. And so it looks hopeful, and so perhaps in the near future I can say more about it, but we're really looking forward to having every child born in California have an account for them explicitly for their future college needs, college expenses, and for their future career-related expenses. It's a very special one for me because I teach about this, the importance of children's savings accounts and their value in my classes at Cal State LA, in my child welfare policy class. This is an important piece of how we can do things better. A long time ago, I worked for the Department of Children and Family Services in LA County. So I made home visits. So this is Child Protective Services. So I went out into the homes of parents who were struggling with drug addiction, who were struggling with substance abuse, domestic violence. And one of the things that I noticed is that money makes a big difference. I mean, we know this, but we forget this when we're trying to help people. Money matters a great deal. And so no matter how much case management or counseling I provided and the Department of Children and Family Services provided, what was super apparent is that there needs to be a way for kids to have hope. There needs to be a way for kids to feel like they have a stake in the American economy, that they have a place in the American system. And so the Children's Savings Account is a piece where kids would know from when they're little.
From day one.
From day one. And some might say, well, do kids understand savings account at age 2? Well, actually, they do. Because there's a conversation about their future when they get something in the mail that says, oh, you have an account. There's conversation in the family about child's future, about possibility of college. This matters a great deal. So I'm very hopeful and really heartened about the possibility of having this take place here in California for us.
Keep our fingers crossed. Nayiri, what impact does the Armenian community have on the Glendale Unified School District?
Well, there's a circular causation, right? We all impact each other. So we impact others and others impact us. And this is a land of immigrants, and it truly is. And Glendale has more and more become that. And so the idea of learning from each other and learning about each other, it's good for us. It's good for us. It's good for our kids. The idea of having so much from the world, around the world, be here in this little example of the world is beautiful. And we need to really understand that. One of the things that it's important to me is that our kids understand who we are, that we each understand our own history. So I think sometimes we think we know our history, the Armenian community. Kids hear about the genocide and genocide commemoration, but I often wonder how much of our history do we really know, right? And the same for the Mexican American community, the African American community, the Korean American community. We really need to know our own history first and be really proud of who we are. Now,
Diversity, changes your intellect.
Yes, it does. It does. And it helps us honor each other. Our students need to know their history. Every one of us. That's my perspective. History is important. Where we come from is very important. And so we need to have our Mexican American students know about their very rich history, their very rich civilization. Aztec Empire, the expansion of the Aztec Empire, the Mayan, and so the colonization and the contributions of the folks that came before them. So we are a land of immigrants, and it is important for each of us to know ourselves. So what that means is that it's important for our students to know their own history, and it's our responsibility, I think, as a school district, and we need to move more towards this, is to help our students know their own history. For example, Armenian Americans or Armenian kids, they know about the genocide, or they know that day comes up and we commemorate it, but how much do they really know? Really? How much of the history do they really know? Same with our Mexican American students. There's such a rich history for Mexican Americans to know about Mexico and the expansion of the Aztec Empire, to know the Mayans, and to know about the colonization and to know about the struggles of Mexico to have independence and the rich civilization that existed there before the Europeans came. For African American communities to know about Langston Hughes and Maya Angelou, and to know who we each are and the rich history that we come from, and in knowing that to have pride, to have positive pride, and then to be able to learn about our neighbors' history as well. I find that sometimes we don't know as much as we could know or should know about where we come from, and that puts us at a disadvantage. And so In the state legislation, there is a conversation and work being done on ethnic studies. And I think this will go a long way for us to really help our children know who they are in a genuine way, not in a false way, not in a false pride way, but in a genuine pride way where they can also notice that, oh my goodness, my struggles are actually quite similar with the struggles of my classmate. My history has quite a few parallels with the history of my classmate.
I'd like to agree with that because, once you take pride in your own heritage, you respect the other cultures.
There is no need to sort of be in this place of I'm better. You don't have to flaunt anything like this. You kind of have confidence in who you are, and we each will have silent confidence in who we are and be able to work together and really honor each other, and honor the contributions that each of us have made and the contributions that existed in this country before some of us even arrived.
My name is Marceline Bible. I am a veteran of the Glendale School District as a teacher. I've taught for 29 years. I've just recently retired. And I'm here to talk about the district and what it offers to our community and to our students. I first want to talk about Ms. Nayiri Nahabedian. She's a board member, somebody I've known for many, many years. I find her to be remarkable in that she can bring all of the stakeholders together and listen to their concerns when she makes her decisions and bring that to the board. Our district is unique. It has a wide variety of different ethnicities that we service. One of the attributes of our district that the other districts don't have is our FLAG program, which is the Foreign Language Academy of Glendale. Students can be immersed in one of 6 languages: Spanish, Italian, German, Korean, Armenian, and French. And they get that along with their core subjects of English, math, science, and history. We've also put a big emphasis on the STEM program, which is the science, technology, engineering, mathematics. For young women in particular, we want to steer our young girls into those careers that they may not feel as comfortable going into. We are dedicated to the safety of our students, and we make sure our campuses are secured. Teachers are trained on security techniques and all of the training that we get to protect our students. That comes foremost to all of us. This district offers students a variety of all sorts of educational opportunities, and just hope that you will consider Glendale Unified when you are placing your child in school. Thank you so much.
Scottsdale, Arizona-ի Villa Home անշարժ գործակալության փորձառու ներկայացուցիչ Էլեոնորա Գրիգորյանը առաջարկում է real estate market-ի բացառիկ հնարավորություններ։ Արիզոնա նահանգում դարձեք սեփականատեր կամ գործատեր, վճարելով անհավատալի ցածր արժեքներ։
I welcome you to Arizona for newer and greater real estate opportunities. Զանգահարեք։
Մանրամասների համար հեռարձակել 602 919 92 59։
Դավանա իրավաբանական փորձառու գրասենյակ։ Ընկերությունը, որը ունի հմուտ եւ պրոֆեսիոնալ փաստաբաններ, գլխավորությամբ Մարիամ Գյուրեղյանի, պատրաստ են ձեզ ծառայել մի շարք ոլորտներում՝ ճանապարհատրանսպորտային վթարներ, Uber-ի եւ Lyft-ի հետ կապված պատահարներ։ Ապահովելով բարձր որակ եւ վստահություն, մենք առաջարկում ենք մեր օգնությունը։ Գործունեության 13 տարիների ընթացքում ստացվել են միլիոնավոր դոլարների փոխհատուցում իշահ հաճախորդների։ Վստահ եք մեզ, Davana Law Firm, ձեր հուսալի գործընկերը։
Glendale-ում է գտնվում Provident Lending Group հարավային Կալիֆոռնիայի խոշոր հիպոթեկային բանկերից մեկը, որը 13 տարի շարունակ օգնում է ձեր տների եւ անշարժ գույքի ֆինանսավորման եւ վերաֆինանսավորման գործում։ Մեր մասնագետները իրենց գիտելիքով եւ փորձառությամբ վճռական են ձեր ֆինանսական խնդիրների շահավետ լուծման հարցում։ Fixed and adjustable rate home loans, conventional, jumbo, FHA, VA, bank statement, stated income, foreign national, hard money and much more. 21-day close guarantee. Ժամադրության համար զանգահարեք 877 556 2655 կամ 818 543 6000։ Դաստիարակությունը հոգու հացն է։ Lily Schoolhouse մանկապարտեզն իր փորձառու մանկավարժներով եւ հայեցի դաստիարակությամբ զարգացնում է երեխաների ընդունակությունները եւ տալիս բազմակողմանի գիտելիքներ։ Առաջարկում ենք Languages and Social Development, Character Development, Creative Play, Arts and Crafts, Music, Dancing, Reading, Writing, Teaching Alphabet, Math, Science and Nutrition, Shapes and Colors։ Մանկությունը հասունանում է մանկության մեջ։ Արձանագրեք ձեր երեխաներին զանգարելով 310 849 9340։
Մեր աշխարհը նույնը չէ, մեր հայրենիքը նույնը չէ, եւ վերջապես մենք ինքներս նույնը չենք։ Բայց օտար փաստաբաններ դեռ ինչ-որ բան են վաճառում ձեզ։ Մենք, ի տարբերություն նրանց, հասկանում ենք հայ մարդու այսօրվա խնդիրները եւ պատրաստ ենք միանալու ձեզ այսօր հաղթարելու օրենքի հետ կապված ձեր բոլոր խնդիրները։ Մենք, հայերով, միասին, միասնաբար։
What can the average American do to help provide necessary resources for teachers?
So I would say there's a micro answer and a macro answer to that. So the micro answer is what happens at home matters a great deal. So what we can do for the teacher isn't only helping in the classroom, isn't only bringing materials to school or etc. How we can help the teacher is also about how we can help our children be prepared before they walk into the classroom. So that's a big part of it. So is there a nice place for our children, for the viewers' children or grandchildren to study in the home? Is there nightly reading before bedtime? Or are kids taking their machines to bed with them? Can parents help their children be inspired to read in the evening? Can there be rewards set up for reading? So many things that help teachers are things that can happen before the child even walks into the classroom. So that's one piece of it. And of course, asking teachers, what can I do to prepare my child more? Or what can I do to be of help? And the teacher, also to let the teachers know what you need, okay? It's helpful for teachers to know what you as a parent might need. It's helpful for the teacher to know what that is. And then the other piece is to really be involved either at the school site, to be involved on maybe macro level, advocacy level, whether or not it's going up to Sacramento in groups and letting our legislators know the importance of fully funding education, or whether or not putting pressure on the federal government to really take more responsibility for funding public education. Those are the things that we can do.
So be active on many levels.
Yes, be active on many levels. Keep your eyes open and look for the things that are working at schools and notice them and talk about them. Look for things that are working in the school, notice them and talk about them. And when there are things that aren't working well, to really also bring those up as well. And to be persistent. In the United States, parents are partners, and the community is a partner to education. I think there used to be a time when you dropped off the kids at school and that was that. And so it's really important to really stay on top of things, to really know what it is that our kids are studying, are learning, to be in touch with the teachers, to notice what kinds of events that you can get involved with. You can take your child. There are picnics. There are different events and activities at school. So it is not so that to drop them off and be done with it. And the other thing is, even in high school years, we have to remember that to continually to be involved. with our kids, to not just assume that because they're in high school that they're going to be fine on their own, to really be involved in what's happening on their phones, what's happening with their friends, and to get them involved in positive things. Kids who are active in positive activities, they've got something to do, whether or not that it's sports, it's music, those things matter a great deal, not only for their brains being developed positively and well, but for their social and emotional well-being, and to have good peers, and to be able to really do well and succeed in their own future.
Nayiri, thank you very much for finding time in your busy schedule for this sit-down interview. Looking forward to our next meeting.
Happy to be here with you.
Hi, my name's Alan Freeman. I'm a teacher at Crescenta Valley High School. I teach math and history there. I've been teaching at Crescenta Valley High School for 21 years, 23 years overall. I was at St. Francis High School before that. And I guess what I'd like to share about our schools in Glendale and how special they are is just the quality of education that all students receive. I've been fortunate to grow with the school district, starting back in 1996, doing my student teaching at Hoover High School. I've taught at Glendale High School several times over the summer and at other schools as well, but Crescenta Valley is my primary school. And one thing about the Glendale schools that I'd like to share is how the teachers and the staff and the administration care for the students so much. And it's a community effort. We're all in this together. But the reality is, here in Glendale, maybe compared to other school districts around us, we have a special environment. And it's exciting to see, it's exciting to be a part of, and we need to continue that. Fortunately, we've had some wonderful leadership throughout the years. Teachers, administrators, superintendents, school board members. And as a previous Teachers Association leader, I've had the privilege to work with some of our leaders throughout the years. A couple that I'd like to mention, first my wife, Jennifer Freeman, who's currently the school board president, and it's fun to watch her advocate and fight for our students in every way possible, whether it's Sacramento, City of Glendale, school district. She's always advocating for our kids, as are all the school board members. One that I've worked with closely over the years is Nayiri Nahabedian. I know that her project of the 529 student school accounts to give a savings account to each student moving forward is an incredible opportunity and something special that I'm sure will happen in the near future. So, you know, I've had great leaders to work with, principals, Linda Young, my principal currently, but all the principals here in Glendale. As I look ahead and I think of the future, I would just share it's a community effort. The teachers work hard, the administration works hard, school board members, I can attest to, work hard. And we need to make sure that as parents, because I have 3 children, my wife and I have 3 children going to Glendale schools ourselves, that we are involved in our son and daughter's lives. We need to take a special responsibility, and it takes time and it takes effort, but it makes all the difference in the world. As a teacher, I can share with you how important it is for our youth to have the support of their parents. And sometimes we need to let them know when they're going down a bad path, and we need to let them know when they're going down a good path, but you need to be there. So let's keep working together. We have great schools in Glendale, and I'm honored to be part of it. Thank you.
Մեր աշխարհը նույնը չէ, մեր հայրենիքը նույնը չէ, եւ վերջապես մենք ինքներս նույնը չենք։ Բայց օտար փաստաբաններ դեռ ինչ-որ բան են վաճառում ձեզ։ Մենք, ի տարբերություն նրանց, հասկանում ենք հայ մարդու այսօրվա խնդիրները եւ պատրաստ ենք միանալու ձեզ այսօր հաղթարելու օրենքի հետ կապված ձեր բոլոր խնդիրները։ Մենք, հայերով, միասին, միասնաբար։
Կենսաէներգետիկ երևույթները մարդկությանը հայտնի են անհիշելի ժամանակներից։ Կենսաէներգիան ապաքինում է ցավերն ու տկարությունները, այլընտրանքային բուժման տեսակ առանց դեղամիջոցների։ Կենսաէներգիայով մերսում, ապահով եւ առանց բարդությունների։ Այցելեք Dr. Roland Յակոբովին Գլենդելի իր կենտրոնում եւ զգացեք կենսաէներգիայի արդյունավետ ազդեցությունը։ Ժամադրության համար զանգահարեք 310 359 6434 հեռախոսահամարով։ Հավելյալ տեղեկություններ կարող եք ստանալ այցելելով rolandinstitute.com կայքեջը։ Դաստիարակությունը հոգու հացն է։ Lily Schoolhouse մանկապարտեզն իր փորձառու մանկավարժներով եւ հայեցի դաստիարակությամբ զարգացնում է երեխաների ընդունակությունները եւ տալիս բազմակողմանի գիտելիքներ։ Առաջարկում ենք Languages and Social Development, Character Development, Creative Play, Arts and Crafts, Music, Dancing, Reading, Writing, Teaching Alphabet, Math, Science and Nutrition, Shapes and Colors։ Մանկությունը հասունանում է մանկության մեջ։ Արձանագրեք ձեր երեխաներին զանգահարելով 310 849 9340։
Գլենդելի կենտրոնում, Հարվարդ եւ Մերիլենդ փողոցների անկյունում գտնվող նորաբաց My Salon գեղեցկության սրահը արդեն իսկ դարձել է ամենաոճային կանանց եւ տղամարդկանց սիրելի վայրը, որն առաջարկում է ամենօրյա, երեկոյան, տոնական եւ հարսանեկան վարսահարդարման ու դիմահարդարման յուրահատուկ ծառայություններ։ Ընդարձակ ու նրբաճաշակ սրահում գործում են անվանի եւ միջազգային ճանաչում ունեցող մասնագետներ։ My Salon, խնամված եւ գրավիչ արտաքինի ձեր գրավականը։
Դավանա իրավաբանական փորձառու գրասենյակ։ Ընկերությունը, որը ունի հմուտ եւ պրոֆեսիոնալ փաստաբաններ, գլխավորությամբ Մարիամ Կյուրեղյանի, պատրաստ են ձեզ ծառայել մի շարք ոլորտներում՝ ճանապարհատրանսպորտային վթարներ, Uber-ի եւ Lyft-ի հետ կապված պատահարներ։ Ապահովելով բարձր որակ եւ վստահություն, մենք առաջարկում ենք մեր օգնությունը։ Գործունեության 13 տարիների ընթացքում ստացվել են միլիոնավոր դոլարների փոխհատուցում ի շահ հաճախորդների։ Վստահեք մեզ, Davana Law Firm, ձեր հուսալի գործընկերը։
For advertising on Inside TV, please call 818-653-0199.